Okay, so we're gonna start the grip fighting from sitting up. So he's gonna be standing, so go. And we're gonna start building from here. After we build some basic series for setting up your positions from here, then we'll start dealing with what to do when you're on your back and the guy's trying to pass. That's a big part of grip fighting as well. So when we start here, first thing I always wanna think about, have your hands up, is be very careful about your distance management, okay? So I can either be with my hand on the floor and one hand up, or I can be kind of centered like this. I really recommend for people lower level to have the hand on the floor, and that, it doesn't even mean it's less effective. Honestly, I prefer having my hand on the floor too. Being centered like this is a bit more complicated because I'm less mobile. I can't move back and forth quick. So when I have my hand on the floor, I can always gauge the distance. So if I'm here, back up just a little bit, right? If I'm here and he starts to get near me, I can back up a little bit. I can kind of keep separating. The danger when you're sitting up is that if he gets really close and I'm not on my back, it just takes one quick step this way to get around, and now I'll grab my back or something. Right now I'm starting to get kind of in trouble, and it's hard to get my legs back in position. So the penalty for a mistake when you're sitting up is way faster, right? When I'm on my back, and he starts trying to run around, it's just way quicker for me to try to keep him in front of me. But when you're sitting up, your legs are out of play. So if he fakes this way once and then goes back the other way and I get out of position, it's really hard to recover this, okay? So the way I want to think about my grip fighting when I'm sitting up is almost like boxing. It's like I'm throwing a jab. So I know when he's far away, if he just does some sudden movement that I didn't expect and he goes this way and then goes back this way or something, here it's really easy to get my feet up and follow him the further away he is. But the closer he is, then the more when I make a mistake and he gets here, it's really hard to recover this, right? So in this case, the first series we're gonna build off is trying to get some kind of an initial sleeve control, right? So what that'll look like is we'll do, if he's leading with his right leg, usually he'll have this hand forward, right? So you have to pay attention. Everything I show could be mirrored on either side. If he's leading with his left leg, I could go here. If he's leading with the right leg, I could go here. And I'll give you guys options, multiple options to play with, and you can kind of build your own game from there on how you want to grip fight. Okay, so we're just gonna start with, I have my right hand on the floor, and he's like this. So I'm gonna look for this sleeve, right? Now again, if he steps close to me, I don't want to stay here. I want to back up, right? I want to kind of almost be jabbing. So I'm trying to get a grip from a distance because it makes it safer for me to fall to my back to establish my position without too much risk of him jumping around. Okay, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to get the sleeve, and now the first thing I want to do is I'm going to go to my elbow, my right elbow here. I'm going to go to my elbow and I want to lift my feet up first. A lot of people make the mistake of grabbing a sleeve or whatever and they fall back this way, but now I'm opening up that pass. And we'll go more in depth on this on the guard retention of how I want to keep my elbow and knee tight to protect him. For him to pass the guard, he's got to get inside this elbow knee space, right? So I'm always trying to keep that protected. So when I fall back here with my feet down, I'm opening that space and giving him a huge gap. What I want to do instead is when I'm here, I go to my elbow first and I lift my feet up first. This keeps my knees tight and gives him no room to jump around that elbow knee space. So I would go here, now I fall back, and now I'm tight here, right? And once I go here, again, it's just like before. Now if he grabs here, I could grab the sleeve. Now we have lasso spider. I could break past the body, and that's double sleeve, leg past body. I could go collar sleeve and start playing all of that series. If I want double sleeve, leg past body, I could go here, grab the ankle, and now we're in De La Hiva, and everything starts interconnecting, okay? So let's look at that from the other side. So if I'm here like this, see, he's here, he's kind of coming close. I back up, elbow, feet up first. Fall back here. Right now I start looking for collar sleeve, De La Hiva hook, double sleeve, can start building from here. Okay, so the main ideas in this one is just focus on keeping that distance, backing up a lot. Don't stay stationary with the guy coming at you. Keep backing up, baiting, trying to get that sleeve, get your feet up or elbow down, get your feet up, fall back and lasso, and then you can start building whichever series you want from there. Okay, so let's look at another style of sleeve control that you can fall back into. So go up. So this time, we're gonna be here, right? And so now he's leading with his right leg, right? So he's here. So if I get this sleeve, I can fall back and lasso, but sometimes I may end up getting this sleeve, right? So I try to get this, he's hiding. However, I get one sleeve. Usually guys won't give you both sleeves at the same time, but usually you can get one sleeve. It may even be he grabs my lapel or something and I break the grip and now I have one sleeve, right? So I'm gonna have one sleeve. So now in this case, when he's leading with this right leg and I have the sleeve of the side of the leg that's back. So in this case, if he's right leg leading, it's his left leg that's back. What I'm gonna do is when I fall, I'm just gonna lift my foot and go leg past body, right? And I just go here. This basically turns into collar sleeve with the foot on the hip like we worked before. I can have my foot on the hip here, I can kind of go past the body, but here it's like I don't have to lasso when I fall back because it's on the far side. So he can't push this leg down, so keep going this way. He can't go this way, so I'm good, right? So that's another way of falling back. If I was here and like he pushed this leg down and starts passing this side, then I would lasso. And now we're starting to play collar sleeve on the near side, okay? But again, so the first move from the previous video was we get this sleeve, feet up, fall back to the lasso. Now from here I can go collar sleeve, double sleeve. In this case, we're here and I get the far sleeve, right? And what I wanna do is just get this foot up because I know once I get this leg up, he can't pass this way because he can't push the leg down, right? So I go here, I get this foot up and I want this foot to aim towards the bicep. I just wanna get this left leg up quick too, right? So I go here. One of the benefits of this, most people like to pass to their left. That's like the most common thing. People do both, people lead with both legs, but a large majority of people will right leg lead and pass to their left, which is your right. So when I have this sleeve up like this, it's very hard for the guy to go this way. He can't push this leg down. So it forces most people to pass to their bad side, right? So we go here, and again from here, I could go foot on the hip, start centering up, and now I'm doing the same collar sleeve stuff. I could go to the ankle, start playing sit-up guard, and all these other transitions start to open, okay? So again, if you guys spend a lot of time specific sparring in those previous positions in the collar sleeve, in the double sleeve, in the De La Riva with the sleeve, the De La Riva with the collar, and you get really good at those, you start understanding how each of those systems work in themselves. Then when you start entering this grip fighting phase of the game, it becomes very easy to see how you can start interconnecting things, right? So again, that's why in the beginning of the series I talked about jiu-jitsu being this combination of multiple separate mini positions rather than looking for these principles that connect everything together. If you understand each of the micro positions, all this stuff is going to start naturally connecting together for you. Now we're going to do the same start as we did on the previous one. I'm going to go for the lapel, but one of the most common responses, as soon as you grab the guy's lapel, he's going to go to break your grip like this, go to break it, right? And he's going to break the grip here. Now, I know that's a super common response. So when I grab the lapel a lot of times, as soon as I see his hands go up for that, I'm going to grab this sleeve. Now he's going to break the grip, boom, he breaks it, but now I got the sleeve. Once I got the sleeve, I want to turn my palm up, just like you do in like that lasso, right? I want to turn my palm up, makes it harder for him to loop. I'm here, right? So he just broke this, I got this, and now I lift my feet up quick and go here and fall back, right? No, normally I'm kind of on my side and I go on my elbow when I go up. In this case, because I had this left hand on the floor with the collar here and he breaks, I'm gonna be kind of on my side. I'm just gonna lift my feet up fast. If you want, you could turn all the way back here, but you can do it if you can lift your feet up, right? So I just lift my feet up, fall back to the lasso. Now I'm back again in collar sleeve, building from here, double sleeve, and all this stuff starts to open. Okay, let's do it on the other side. Right, so we're here, right? So I'm going for the sleeves. He's making it difficult with the sleeves. Can't get that, so I go here, he goes to break. I catch the sleeve here. Once I get the sleeve, I can either go feet up or I can back up, go here, fall back, double sleeve, leg past body. And now we're starting to transition and build back into our open guard series that we learned before.